Good morning. Contrary to Glen's belief yesterday, I did not lead him astray in the forest. We did make it back from our adventure, which was lovely.
So here we are in Havre Saint-Pierre, and we're taking off this morning. It's windy, but it's not
as
windy as it's been the last couple of days.
No, the sock is not fully extended and ready to blow away.
So we this morning it's beautiful blue sky, and the clouds are going to come in sort of later in the afternoon. So we're off to Blanc de Sablon this morning, which is still in Quebec on the north shore of the St. Lawrence. It's the Gulf of St. Lawrence out there. We're no longer on the river. We're on the Gulf.
We're officially in the Gulf of St. Lawrence now, yes.
We're pretty much North Atlantic adjacent at this point. So we're going to get Blanc Sablon, get some fuel, have some lunch, and then take a look at the weather and head over to Deer Lake, Newfoundland. So let's get in the plane and get going.
Havre Saint-Pierre Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, holding short of runway 26 on Alpha.
Sorry, Foxtrot, Yankee Uniform, and then you.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172, intending to backtrack runway 26 for takeoff at Havre, eastbound towards Blanc Sablon.
Sorry, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, and Roger, runway 26, and report airborne. Confirm you have the AWAS again?
We have the AWAS, and I will confirm airborne, Mike Victor Uniform.
Victor Uniform, Roger.
You're good? I guess so.
Here we go.
Allons-y, allons-y.
Havre Saint-Pierre Radio, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, airborne off of 26.
Mike Victor Uniform, and Roger, report leaving the zone.
Report leaving the zone, Mike Victor Uniform.
So I had a good time in Havre Saint-Pierre.
Yes.
The national park is quite interesting. It'd be a place where I think I'd come back to. There was camping out on the islands.
Yes.
I don't know if I could camp on the islands because if the wind howls as much as it howls,
It's so cold.
it'd be cold. Yeah. And one of the things was it's dry here right now, even though I'm looking down into a bog. They had no fires posted for inside the national park, so you couldn't have a cook fire or a campfire or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's so dry. Had a couple of great meals at Chez Julie.
Uh-huh.
So if you ever find yourself out here near the end of the Route de Berlin, eat at Chez Julie. And so we've got about a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
We're going to Blanc Sablon. About an hour into the flight, that highway
Ends.
ends. It's the end of the highway. And then about 45 minutes past that, the highway starts again. But it's not connected to the rest of Quebec, it's connected to Labrador. We're going to fly over a stretch of the Quebec shoreline along the Gulf of St. Lawrence that has towns and airports, but the airports have no services, there's no fuel, there's just a landing strip, and the towns are only accessible by ferry. I find that interesting that, you know,
There's a strip in the middle?
there's a strip in the middle that they just haven't
Or can't.
or can't. Yeah, that the ferry makes more sense than building a road.
Havre Saint-Pierre Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, clearing the zone 10 miles to the northeast at 3,700 climbing.
Mike Victor Uniform, Roger, change on route, and say have a good flight.
Thank you very much. Changing en route.
The en route frequency is 123.5. We're also flying in an area where there's no weather radar or no aircraft radar for finding us. So when I look at the map, you can see the sweeps of the radar, but we're in a zone where there is none.
Pretty much here, north.
Yeah. There's a plane right under us. I heard him on the radio earlier.
Saying he was going there.
That he's fly at like 2,000 feet and he's flying the power lines.
Always so many interesting jobs out there.
Yeah,
traffic on 123.5. This is Cessna 172, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform. Currently at 5,500 feet, 5 nautical miles west of Natashquan, heading eastbound along the shoreline to Blanc, Sablon. Any conflicting traffic, please report.
This is Natashquan.
Was that the name of the town as well?
Yes. Yep. So Natashquan is effectively the end of the highway. Yesterday at the parks office, there were people who were talking about driving to the end of the highway, and the person behind the counter said, yeah, lots of people do that. There's a giant sign, end of the highway. And people write their names on it and put on stickers of where they came from to get to the end of the highway. So that airport just has Jet A, no avgas. So that's View Fort, Old Fort.
Okay.
That's where the road starts.
Oh.
And then continues on to Labrador. And as much as that land that we just flew over was unconnected,
There's a lot of roads.
there were a lot of roads that sort of fanned out from ferry points that, you know, went out into the bush. Well, there's not much bush, I know. I don't even know what to call this.
It went out into, well, for the most part, it connected different small towns together.
Small towns together. There was a lot of life out there. As much as I think of this as desolate area, it wasn't that desolate.
Nothing is. The planet Earth is full.
Full of people, yeah.
Lots of people everywhere. Never spot, like, you know, like there's someone
Out there, I know.
house out there of some sort. A building, I should say. It's surprising how many people live on the various islands and very remotely.
Yeah.
Montreal Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172.
Skyhawk, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Montreal Radio, good day.
Good day, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172, currently 20 miles to the west of Lourdes, Blanc, Sablon. Inbound for landing, we have the AWAS planning on crossing midfield to join the mid-left downwind runway 23, Lourdes, Blanc, Sablon.
Mike Victor Uniform, Roger, runway 23, and do you have the NOTAMs referring to the construction being conducted on the runway?
I do have the NOTAM, and I spoke to someone that it's nighttime.
Confirm, yeah, the runway is closed at nighttime. During the day, there is half the runway that's open. It's currently the southeast half, 78 feet.
How many feet are open?
Half the runway, so it's about 78 feet on the southeast side.
Copy that. Mike Victor Uniform.
Roger, report joining downwind.
Report joining downwind. Mike Victor Uniform.
Runway in sight. Okay, so we're looking for X's painted on the runway to know which end is closed.
I'm not seeing any.
Montreal Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Montreal Radio.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, joining the left downwind runway 23, Blanc, Sablon. And just confirmation on which end of the runway is closed. It looks, there's no X's and it looks completely open.
Mike Victor Uniform, so it's the southeast side that's open, so I guess if you're coming on 23 to be the left-hand side.
I gotcha. Mike Victor Uniform, thank you.
Roger, no problem, and report final.
Reporting final, Mike Victor Uniform.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Montreal Radio, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, turning final, runway 23, Blanc, Sablon.
Mike Victor Uniform, Roger, report down and clear.
Report down and clear, and sorry for the confusion, just wanted to make sure I got it right.
Roger, no problem at all. I'm also confused with the NOTAM, so don't worry about it.
Hurrah!
Everyone in there is listening to the radio and going, "What an idiot!"
At the same time, better to ask than to have actually landed on the wrong side.
Yep.
Bonjour, Lee Radio, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, down and clear. Blanc, Sablon.
Mike Victor Uniform, Roger. Would you like me to close your flight plan?
That would be fantastic, thank you.
Roger, flight plan closed. Running service terminated. Have a good day.
You as well.
So here we are in Blanc Sablon.
Welcome.
This is Quebec.
We're about 3 miles from Labrador.
3 miles from Labrador, and then across the strait to actually Newfoundland. So that's where we're heading next. Over to Newfoundland and then down to Deer Lake.
Put my life jacket on.
Yeah. Short water crossing, but still, for safety, put your life jacket on because it's cold. But we had a weather briefing and it's clear all the way to Deer Lake, although it starts to deteriorate around 4 o'clock this evening. It's noon now. We've got lots of time to get there before it breaks down. But the guy from London, FIC, that gave me the weather briefing said it's going to be windy.
Yeah, it is. It's not quite like it was 2 nights ago. But,
no, but it was windy coming in here even. I had a bit of trouble because it was swirly. Anyway, we should get in the plane and get moving.
I was just looking for the sock to see how it was standing, but I can't see it from here.
Bonjour, Lee Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Bonjour Radio.
Bonjour, Lee, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172, holding short 23 on Alpha at Blanc Sablon for takeoff.
Mike Victor Uniform, Bonjour Radio, Roger, runway 23. Traffic inbound from the west to beach 1900. ETA 3 minutes. I'll get back to you with a position, and I'll take your destination.
Destination is Deer Lake, Newfoundland.
Mike Victor Uniform, Roger, break, liaison 681, position.
Présentement, 14 000 à l'ouest des installations. L'atterrissage dans 4 minutes environ. Le vertical des installations dans 3 minutes. C'est copié pour le trafic. Là. On va vérifier.
Liaison 681, bonjour radio, Roger. Break, Mike Victor Uniform. Traffic is 14 to the west. And report aboard.
Reporting airborne, backtracking 23. Mike Victor Uniform.
Ready, Jules?
Yes.
Bonjour, Lee Radio, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, airborne off 23, Blanc Sablon.
Mike Victor Uniform, bonjour radio, Roger. VFR flight plan is now active and report leaving the zone. Are you going to turn direct Deer Lake now?
I'm going to turn direct to across the peninsula, the shortest way across the water, and then down to Deer Lake.
Roger. Liaison 681, trafic à l'envol, l'avez-vous en vue?
Négatif pour l'instant, on vérifie, on l'a TCAS cependant, et pour l'instant, il n'y a pas de problème. Là. Met le pied en dessous, et nous, on se dirige passer vertical les installations à l'altitude de circuit, là, pour 681.
Bois Québec. We'll have barely climbed to our full height by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Liaison 681, Roger, rappel au sol dégagé.
On rappelle dégagé, liaison 681.
Mike Victor Uniform, you can proceed on route frequency. Have a nice flight.
En route frequency, thank you.
130.
Andrew? I don't know, you wrote it. 133?
133.
It's your
133.0?
0.0. It's your writing.
Yep.
Gander Center, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform.
Charlie, Foxtrot, Mike, Victor, Uniform, Gander Center, I show you 1,600, go ahead.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172, crossing over to Newfoundland and then heading south to Deer Lake on a VFR flight plan, requesting surveillance if possible.
Mike, Victor, Uniform, Roger, I can do VFR flight following so long as I've got you on radar. You popped off for a couple minutes there just then, but I think as you get a little bit more altitude, you should stay on, no problem.
Fantastic, I'm planning on 3,500.
Roger, not a problem. I've got the 1600 weather for Deer Lake if you like, or I'll have the 1700 in about 20 minutes.
I'll ask for it in about 20 minutes.
Roger.
So when it's just the two of us and a full tank of gas, it climbs quickly and doesn't overheat. But with this extra weight, even though we're still 100 pounds under, I've got 2 cylinders that will overheat if I try to climb at the rate that I would normally climb.
Mm-hmm. We're not trying to clear any giant mountains,
No.
so we're fine.
No, and if it was much farther than this, I probably would have gone inland to climb and then come back.
Ah, yes.
Made it to Newfoundland, Julie.
Yes. I had no doubts, Glenn. Follow that road.
It's called Blue Mountain.
Oh. Huh. What is this called? I'm gonna say it's that. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can do this. It looks like it might be getting foggy in the near future.
Yeah. It's,
Mm-hmm.
so sometime after 4 o'clock, this is going to turn into rain.
Mm-hmm.
And the briefing guy said that it'll be a light rain and you'll still get 6 statute miles of visibility, but it'll be,
It'd be nice to be down by 2:30.
yes.
Yeah.
The river looks idyllic with all the little islands and sandbars through the middle of it.
Hmm. Yes, it does. It's doesn't look like it makes it all the way down here. Oh, maybe just a little trickle.
Standard Center, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, go ahead.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, Cessna 172, currently 40 miles north of Deer Lake. Looking for the weather if I could.
Yeah, I've got the latest weather is the 1700 for Deer Lake. The wind's 290 magnetic, 11 gusting 22 knots, visibility 15 miles, 6,200 scattered, temperature 2.1, 2.8, and the altimeter for Deer Lake is 2981.
2981, thank you.
Roger, and I don't have you on radar, but I'll let you know when the 1800 comes up as well.
Thank you very much.
Roger.
What was the wind direction?
290 magnetic.
Okay.
Something.
Yep.
Sometimes they say it very quickly.
Yep.
I'm still learning to interpret all the information because it's slightly different each time.
Yep.
They tend to give me the numbers and then tell me what it is. It's like, oh, that was one I needed to write down.
Deer Lake Radio, this is Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, 12 miles to the north, inbound for landing. Hoping to take runway 25 straight in.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, Deer Lake Radio, Roger, runway 25, wind 290, 14, gusting 24, altimeter 2981, report final.
2981, report final, Mike Victor uniform, thank you.
What's your ETA for landing?
6 minutes.
Roger.
Deer Lake Radio, Mike Victor uniform, 10 miles final, runway 25.
Mike Victor uniform, Roger, wind 260 at 18, gusting 25.
Mike Victor uniform, 3 mile finals, 25.
Roger.
There we go.
Deer Lake Radio, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, clear of 25 on Bravo.
Roger.
Julie.
Today's final stop, Deer Lake, Newfoundland.
Maybe. Another windy landing.
Windy landing gust, but luckily mostly straight, kind of weirdly off kilter down the runway. A little bit swirly, maybe at a 30 degree to the runway. Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great, but we're here, and we're here before the dark clouds come over. So
We might be here for a few days because apparently it's going to rain.
But doesn't really matter because we're somewhere, and we got to fly over some great territory this afternoon.
Yes.
Looked amazing. Flew over the strait, fantastic. Gonna head into town, get some wings from Winging It, Deer Lake, Newfoundland. Let's go. So that's it for Deer Lake. Had a really good time here. Went up to Gross Mourne. We went on another boat.
Do you love boats as well? Boats, trains, planes, they all go together?
They all go together.
Wherever you go, if you can get on the water, it just opens up your perspective. And especially, I think, in Newfoundland, especially in Gross Mourne, you're driving through the roads in our communities and it's beautiful, but 2 seconds out, look at how it opens up. And you really get the contrast, you know, and those layers that are out there.
Bonus points in the comment section if you can tell me what Canadian TV show used this alleyway constantly.
I have no idea. I do because he told me.